Alright, got my smoothie on deck. Basically that there is blueberries. Yesterday I had raspberries. Today this is blueberries, banana. I tried something different this time. I actually threw in some Turkish figs. I threw in 2 Turkish figs, and I actually threw in a couple of, I think they're called goji berries. However you pronounce that. Doing a couple of those, try something different. I never did that before, so. And of course I threw in a little hemp, do a little hemp action up in there. So yeah, last night, I was like I was saying before, I was having some issues with my leg, and so I read up on the whole, the Epsom salt and whatever, magnesium. So I went, when I got off work yesterday, I went to the gym, walked about 1.5 miles, did a couple leg exercises, and then I went home and got me some, actually went to the store first and bought some Epsom salt, along with some, now I did get this now, because I don't know no better. But I know that my mother used to always talk about low dose as a blood thinner, I believe. So I went ahead and got me a low dose, a bare low dose pill, a couple tablets of those or whatever. Because again, I don't know what else to take as far as that. Now here's the thing about blood clots, because my father had them bad, and I've already went to the hospital once before for having one. At the time, I think it was diet, and I was actually smoking then out of a pipe, and so I wasn't even doing the bong consistently. I was basically doing, like I said, the pipe, which is straight up raw, no filtering at all. And my diet wasn't that great at the time, and ironically, I ate a lot of deer meat, and I think that deer meat was a contributing factor. The fact that I wasn't, basically I wasn't healthy, I wasn't working out, my diet was shit, and then I ate all this deer meat, and my system couldn't process that, and man, hemmed me up, stopped me from going to Vegas, because I was headed to leave to Vegas that Saturday, and I felt something the Sunday before is when it happened. That Sunday I was chilling over Lily house, and we was hanging out actually over her aunt's house. We was hanging out like we do, and man, I hate when I do that. I can feel it too, man. Forgot to brush my teeth. Really? No worries. I got toothbrush and paste in the truck and at the crib, because this ain't the first time this happened. Anyway, I can feel it too. Like, what is that? I get that. That's got to go. I digress. As you can see, that happens quite often when I digress. I lack the pickup. So anyways, like I was going back to at least what I know I was talking about, the bear. That's, my mother, like I said, she just tell me about it. So I went ahead and got that along with some the Epsom salt. I already had magnesium pills at the house and some potassium pills. When I got back, I went ahead and popped the potassium and the magnesium pills. I soaked for 30 minutes, actually 25 minutes. With the Epsom salt, which was funny because I'm in the water. Of course, it's hot, and I really only felt it on my hands. But my hands, they were underwater, and if my hands felt like they were sweating. I don't know if you ever experienced that, but it's a crazy feeling to feel like you sweating, but you underwater. Like, I kept rubbing my hand, like, what's going on? Like, why am I? It literally felt like my hand was sweating. So, but what I read, I think I said this before, that the magnesium, I guess it gets in your system quicker by soaking than if you were to consume it. So it actually gets in your body faster that way than through digestion. So maybe that was, some of the reason why I was having the experience was because of that. So long story short, after I did that, I went ahead and elevated my legs. I put my feet on the wall, basically, my back on the ground, feet on the wall, and I did that for 30 minutes before I went to bed. This morning when I woke up, and actually I also slept with the pillow in between my legs. That actually felt good. I slept like that all night. Even when every time I tossed or turned from one side or whatever, that pillow was right there. It felt good. So this morning when I woke up, that stiffness was less. It ain't all the way gone, but it's definitely like, I feel like the blood is back flowing. Like the skin ain't tight. Like I can actually feel it again. It ain't just tight or whatever. I can actually see my calf muscle. Because when it be so tight, you can't even, if you try to make the calf muscle, you won't even see the calf muscle. So hopefully, this is the beginning of me getting that all together. Because it's just, just want to get better, man. That's all. Wow, I ain't never even seen that. Huh. We got a horse track over here, and it was never really visible from the road, but I just actually saw it for the first time. So today I want to, as we go into work, today is Tuesday, November 17, 2015. And today, as we head in, I wanted to chit chat. Actually, I'm reaching back. I never made actually, I'm not certain. I may have made a video. I have to go back through all of my video logs, see if I've actually made this video or commented on it. But let's go there again, because I was thinking about it. I'm going into work, so let me go ahead and make this a part 2 if that is in fact the case. Reaching back to the Breakfast Club and the infamous Dame Dash interview that was buzzing for a minute there. Now, I think, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty certain I did already talk about this, but we all know. Not we all know. The people that know that what he was saying, some of that shit was, out of pocket, and in terms of being a boss or whatever. Like, of course you're gonna have employees, and so some people are gonna be employees. Everybody's not gonna be a boss. But I just want to say, nigga, on that day, shit, I know I ain't the only one, nigga almost quit that day, nigga. Almost, nigga, I quit. I'm a boss, nigga. Pussy ass nigga, I'm about to quit. And then I thought about it like, I don't know if I'm ready. But no, I mean, that shit spoke to me. And I think the way I take it as, he saw that as an opportunity. It's a high platform, a lot of viewers. And so he took that opportunity to basically kind of color outside the lines. Because it's not like this is a regular platform for him. So I feel like he really took that opportunity to say these things to kind of wake you up. If you are that one that is an employee that either should be a boss or inspires to be a boss, but you're basically scared for whatever reason. Or, I think fear is the number one reason why we don't do the things that we want to do. I mean, that's just number one reason, fear. I don't think it's really a lack of resources. Now, for some people, that's the case. It's not fear. I ain't scared. It's just the fact that I just don't have the necessary tools or resources to actually do it. But for the most part, that ain't the case. It's flat out fear. Fear and lack of knowledge. And then third, I think the other one is just laziness. I think you get comfortable, and that's what a job is. A job is comfort. Now, that's been my problem from flipping the switch and actually, cutting the cord and going on my own, is that, I know how to work. Come on, man, what? Showing up and doing this, that's easy, all right. But, like, if you show me the rules of the game, I can play it. But if it's a situation where, because in that scenario, the stage is built. All you gotta do is get on the stage and perform. But when you go work for yourself, you gotta build the stage first. Then you gotta perform on the stage. You can't just walk out and start performing. You ain't got nothing to stand on. So, I definitely feel like there was a purpose to what he was doing, and taking that time to kind of wake people up, because it definitely got me, all right, hold on, you know what I'm saying? It got me to thinking, and I started, not that it started, but it added to, it was basically fuel for the fire. So the little fire that was burning, that was like from the flare up. So I definitely flared up, because the nigga almost quit his job, like, for real. I did it before, and I'll do it again. Go back to work and won't come back in. So, for all of you out there that, inspired to, man, go for it. Go for it. I think I picked this up from Tim Ferriss. There's a philosophy that goes around, and I think everybody that's in that level of success or inspiring to be on that level, they already know these rules. There's a bunch of other rules that I'm still not hip to, but with the 40 laws of power and stuff like that, like, a lot of this stuff is definitely true. And the one thing that I picked up on was the 10,000 hours. Hey, man, how far are you into your 10,000 hours? That 10,000 hours is a beast. I'm going to tell you, you're going to really find out about yourself during that process. And how bad do you really want it? Because I really feel like you're going to know who you are. Most of y'all won't even make it to 100 hours. You won't even make it 100 hours. You will have already thrown in the towel, waving the white flag. I'm done. 100 hours in. 10,000 hours, man, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. You talking about, depending on how hard you going, okay? You talking about anywhere from 3 to 10 years. Now, obviously, if you're doing it in 2 and 3 years, then, which is how you kind of want to go at it, you're not working, basically. You have to quit your job and go hard. Like, when you wake up, that's what you're doing for 10, 12 hours a day. That's how you get to your 10,000 hours of whatever in a short amount of time. But if you're working and then you're doing your 10,000 hours on the side, oh shit, you're talking about 10 years. You're talking about doing like 2 hours a day. And I'm telling you, that 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day on top of your job and don't have a family, then it's almost like, okay, it's damn near impossible now. You got a wife and kids? Oh shit. That be the reason why a lot of y'all don't do what y'all do. Just that right there, man. I got a wife and kids. I can't do that. The time won't allow it. So then you gotta rid of yourself. What were you doing when you were single? Ooh, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why you have to go there? Yeah, what was you doing when you wasn't married? What was you doing when you didn't have no kids? Now, maybe you wasn't mentally there. Ain't that how it worked though? You figure something out after the opportunity passed when you could have been doing it? Hey, it happens like that sometimes, but I still say if you want something bad enough, you're gonna figure that shit out. You're going to figure it out. It's not even a question of, am I gonna figure it out? You're gonna figure it out. It's more issue of, damn. It's more issue of how is this gonna work more than anything else. Man, this is ridiculous getting on here today. Look at this, man. I'm back way back here, man. Oh boy. I guess I'll definitely be 5 ticks behind today. Must be an accident or some bullshit. It's the only thing that I hate about the Beltway. It's a quicker route than going on the street if there's nothing going on. But if they doing like some maintenance, these fools will be out here sweeping on a 2-lane highway 8 o'clock on a Monday. Like, are you serious, man? Y'all couldn't got y'all ass up and did this in the wee hours or waited till the weekend? And the weekend be bad too, because you figure, okay, it's Saturday, you know, ain't no traffic. You get on the Beltway, what? Parkway, whatever it's called. Baltimore, Washington. That's funny how they label them different, because whatever, it's all the same to me. But Parkway, Beltway. The Baltimore, Washington Parkway. Man, you figure Saturday, you know, hey, I'm gonna get up, you know, it ain't because of accident, because that's always gonna pretty much slow things up when there's an accident. No, this don't be that. This be these fools out here sweeping, and so that one lane be shut down, and man, just bag shit all the way up. And as soon as you get, you know what happens. As soon as you get past that, soon as you get past that little interference, Indy 500, gone, nothing in sight. Like, man, you be driving by like, I can't believe we was bagged up like that for this. Every time I get through it, I'm thinking, man, why does it get backed up? So just drive. Nah, everybody want to stop and do what? Look, spectate. So yeah, man, I think Dame, you know, took that opportunity to basically drive home a point, even though he might have went over the lines here and there. I got it, and I hope a lot of other people got it too. And so now you're just a little bit more better in the game, man. You have to. This is the one thing about consciousness. If you're not asking why, then you're asleep. And what I've noticed is people don't like when you ask questions. I had a manager at my old job. I had another manager tell me that he was basically on some, he thinks I'm a challenge. What? You think I'm a challenge because I'm asking you? Here's the problem. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm thinking on the level of like a boss. I'm thinking on the boss level. So the questions I ask be boss level questions. And he looking at me like, you know, how dare I? You know what I'm saying, basically. And I'm not even doing it on a tip where I'm trying to like show you up or any of that. I'm really trying to figure out, you know, the best way to get from A to B. And so in doing that, this is just the way I think. So I may ask certain questions, and then I'm getting that face like, all right, man. So people don't like when you ask questions. They don't like for you to be inquisitive. Because what does that mean? That means you up. That means you alert. No, why? Who? When? Where? When you start doing that, oh man, who is this guy? John G. I don't like this guy. I don't like this John G guy. He's always asking questions. He always wants to know why. Somebody just say, hey, go over there and grab that. Oh, okay. Go, what? First off, go over, what? You talking to me? Okay, go over there and grab, why? And what is it that I'm grabbing? Or you thought you was finna come over here and just give me a directive, go over there and get that, and I was gonna go over there and get that, huh? That's what you thought. Oh, okay. So that's why I'm a challenge. Because I'm gonna say, who? What? You talking to me? Get what? Okay, why? What is that? Why am I going to get it? Why can't you go get it? I don't care if you're the owner of this. I don't care if you're the boss. I'm asking you. You tell him you didn't even ask me. You gonna give me a directive. And see, that's the problem, that word directive. That's that whole military mindset. I'm not soldiering up. Fuck you. Fuck the chain of command. If I can think, which I can think, and I can see and I can ask an intelligent question, you think I'm not gonna do that? So if it don't make sense to me to just go over there and get it, no, it makes no sense for me at all. For me to just go over there and get something. I don't know what I'm going to get and why me? Why do I need to go over there and get it? So yes, I'm going to ask questions. Why? What is it? Oh, okay. Is this? Oh, all right. Oh, it's for this? All right. All right, bet. Go over and grab this real quick. So of course, if you're somebody who, you know, I've heard in the past that, you know, guys like dumb girls. There's some dudes who like dumb girls, just girls that just don't really quite have no, you know, common sense, I guess, just dumb. Why? Because now you can just say whatever. But if you got a smart chick, you can't just walk in the house talking no bullshit and not think that she's either not gonna know or not question you and be like, no, motherfucker, that's some bullshit or whatever. So there are people out there that don't want to mess with you because you're conscious, because you up and you alert, and they know they ain't gonna better just pull no fast one on you. They don't want to deal with you. They rather deal with somebody who's sleep. Now, if you trying to pull a fast one over on somebody, don't you want to go where it's sweet at? That's not hard to believe. It's not hard to believe that people will send their business overseas to get the job done cheaper rather than keeping it. I mean, come on, man. That's when you look at the numbers. Now you getting emotional about it, and man, they took my job and whatever. If you own a company and you be like, okay, you can make this here for $1, but if you so happens to take it over here, you can make it for 10 cents. What you gonna do? Let's see how quickly that, I want to do it for my people, stands then. You gonna be like, 90 more cents? Shit. Ain't a businessman walking this for the earth that's gonna turn that down. Wait a minute, it cost me $1 here, but if I so happens to go over here, it's gonna cost me 10 cents? Why are we still talking? Why are we still talking? Because here's the thing. If the person really, you know, that business man or woman, right, they can still do something positive with the excess that they're making. So if you're looking at it as, you know what, I done took away 10,000 jobs from people. Okay, you may have, but now that has now turned into a profit. So if he now takes that money that he's made, that same conscious business woman or person, woman or man, whatever, right? They can take that money and then instead of it being individually used for these 10,000 people, now that money can be taken and build a hospital that can help out tens of thousands of people. I don't know, I'm just saying there's other ways to look at it. So it's not like it's just, you know, you getting caught up in this whole thing about it being a loss and you taking jobs. Man, look, come on, man. You know, China got a lot of people. One thing but Chinamen ain't doing, they not selling their people off because they got so many. They just started making up rules, 1 baby per household. They didn't do what Africa did and sell their people off. Boy, that's a topic right there, man, because you can't when you taking in all this knowledge, you can't dismiss what you don't like. You got to take it all in. Like, so as is being said, that there were wars, and obviously there's enough fire that to say, I think it's safe to say with certainty that we were sold. The white man didn't just come to Africa, you know, on his own accord and just start taking niggas. That ain't how it happened. He came there and said, excuse me, who are you, the leader? Was all right, you mind if I buy a few? These motherfuckers right here, shit, they for sale? What you talking about? We just won them in this last little war we had. But I'd imagine they just didn't understand. Which, you know what? Let's talk about that, because to all my conscious people out there, if Islam is the first method of slavery used in Africa, then that means when the white man came, the Africans knew about slavery. So why would they want to sell off, even though they may not have known it to be the Western slave that it is, you know, by all the raping and all of that kind of shit? I'm still a little confused. How did they not know? Like, why would they allow that to go down, basically? Why would they allow that to go down? What my man say? From paid in full, why this and why that? At this point, it don't even why this and why that ain't gonna change the fact that we here now, and we definitely got here some kind of way. And chances are it was by way of a handshake, and some were maybe captured. Oh boy. Sir.